Hello, sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Sir, yeah, same like yesterday, sir. Please take the. Hello.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'm joining everyone. So you are now the host, sir.
Sure, sir. Yeah, I'll take care of it, sir. No issues. Yeah, very good morning to all of you. Am I audible? What's wrong? Yeah. So just 1 second, guys. Let me get back to the. We had seen till I guess question number 22 yesterday, right? Just 1 minute. Let me mute everybody. Yeah. So let's quickly complete this chapter and also move to the next chapter. Right. So that will be the complete agenda of the session. So we'll be like looking at one more model here, and then we'll be moving forward. Clear? Now, before getting into this model, I want you to understand one more simple concept. Clear? So, just 1 second, guys. So the concept that we are planning to look at is simple. Now, it's a basic concept of averages, okay? Ishwar, the video has been shared here. You can check 20 seconds in the video. I've already shared the video here. Yeah, so let's not waste too much of time. Now, the concept that I'm looking at here is, suppose let's look at a small series called, let's say 2, 3, 5, 10, and 20. Clear? So what is the average of this series? Excuse me. Yeah. So I go with 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 20 is 40. So I'm looking at 40 divided by 5, which means the average is 8. Now the concept that we are trying to look at is, suppose I am now looking at the average of this series here. Can you give me the average of new series? Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding here. Just 1 second, guys. Yeah. So don't worry. Now everybody will be fine. So what am I looking at here? So if I have this series, if you add them, so 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 7 is 16, 16 plus 12 is 28, 28 plus 22 is going to be 50. So now I look at 50 by 5, that is equal to 10. So please understand the concept that I want you to understand here is, now what did I do? If you observe, I have increased every term of my series by 2. Clear? The concept is simple. If every term of the series is increased by 2, then by default, the average also increases by 2. Clear? Now this applies to all the 4 mathematical operators. Now suppose I ask you what is the average of this series? 1, 2, let's say I'm talking about 4, 9 and 19. Clear? What will the average of this series be? Now if you observe from the original series, or leave this from this series, I am subtracting every term by 3. Anything is fine. That becomes my reference point here. If I'm subtracting every term by 3, that means my average also gets subtracted by 3. So by default, your average becomes 7. Here, now suppose I ask you the series of 4, 8, 16, 36 and 76. What will now the average be? Yep. Now if you start observing, I'm multiplying every term of my series by 4. Now you are multiplying, but I want you to add and then cross check. Okay. So by default, if you calculate, your answer is going to be 28 only. Clear? So I repeat, this applies to all the 4 mathematical operators. So what am I looking at? If every term, I repeat, if each term of the series is increased by x, then my new average will be nothing but old average plus x. Clear? If each term of the series is decreased by x, then my new average would become old average minus x. Similarly, if each term is multiplied by x, then my new average will become old average into x. And if each term is divided by x, then my new average would be old average divided by x. Now, please remember, each term is more important here. Clear? On the basis of this, we'll be looking at a few shortcuts in the coming slides. Clear? So let's look at this question now. It will hardly take a few seconds for you to answer. Yep, so it's a very simple question. Let's quickly rush through. So 10 members, the average is 70. Okay. Now, when 10 members, the average is 70. It's a very simple question. So I can calculate the existing sum total is 10 into 70. Now a new person of 70 joins. So therefore, my new average becomes of 11 people, which will be 770 by 11, which is going to be 70 only. Clear? If I look at my second one, it's going to be 10 into 70 is my existing sum total. Now a person of 81 joins the group, and I'm dividing these people among 11 people. So if we calculate, this is going to be how much? Clear, this is 700 plus 81. That becomes 781 by 11, and the answer is going to be 71. Clear? If you look at the third one, this becomes 10 into 70 plus 59 divided by 11, which is going to be 759 by 11, and the answer is going to be 69. Now let's be very clear. Clear? Guys, stop solving, please. I want your attention here. Stop solving and stop commenting on the chat, please. Be with me. Clear? Now, first things first. The questions. Abhi is asking you, are we sure that all of them are 80? Please understand, Abhi, 70. Please understand, Abhi, if he's saying the average is 70. Clear? If the average is 70, then all you're looking at is number of people into the average is equal to sum total. Abhi, were you there in yesterday's class? Yeah, so simple, no? We are applying the formula, Nana. Clear? So 10 people and the average is 70 here. So 10 into 70. So therefore my total becomes 700, no? Simple. So see, I cannot say that if everybody is 70 or not, but I can say one thing for sure. If you add all the weights, it will come up to 700 because n into average is equal to sum total. Simple. That is what average means. One of the observations of averages, we can assume that they are equal. Clear? Now, first things first, the questions in the exam will not be as easy as this. Now, why did I start off with this? Let us understand a simple logic. I want you to understand a rule called Gandhian principle. This is called the Gandhian rule, or this is also called the rule of equality. Clear? It's as simple as if the average of 10 members is 70, one of the assumptions can also be that 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, all of them are of 70 kgs. Please understand, this can be one of the possibilities also. Clear? First things first. All of them are of 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. Now, what do I mean by equality? Clear? When I say equality means simple, if anybody extra comes in, anything extra or any extra person comes in, the rule is simple. All of us should have equal, let's assume chocolates. Let's assume each of one has 70, 70, 70 chocolates in the room, right? And we are playing a game. The logic is simple. We have done this a lot many times in our school also. Yeah. School tiffin box sharing and all, right? So everybody should be having equal number of chocolates. Clear? Now, there is a 11th guy who is coming up with 70. Now, please understand, even now, everybody is of 70 kilos of weight. So if everybody is 70, I can always say that my average remains 70. Clear? Please understand, if everybody is 70, no matter I'm not giving you how many people are there, the average always remains 70. The logic is quite simple. If there are n people in the group, everybody is 70. So my sum total becomes 70 into n divided by n. So therefore, the average will always remain 70. Clear? This was the first example. Now let's look at the second example here. Now, if I'm looking at second example, now the game is pretty clear. Try to understand the game. All of you are playing the game. Let's say I want to enter the game. Right? So one of you come and ask me, so how much did you bring? I say that I have brought 81 chocolates. Now, first things first, what will you do? You will say, sir, take 70 inside the class. Keep the extra outside. We will distribute equally. Clear? Yeah, every time this logic works. Do not worry, Sridhar. Every time this logic works. Clear? I repeat, the rule is the rule of equal distribution. Okay, there's a very logical way to calculate. If you understand it, you get the answer in a fraction of seconds here. I repeat, we have decided that we all will share equal number of chocolates. Okay. Now you all had 70 each. I was entering with 81. So since we decided that we will be equal, what you did, one of you came to me and said, sir, you take 70 inside. By taking 70 inside, all of you will be equal. Whatever extra you bought, keep it outside. We will divide this equally amongst all of us. Okay. Now I entered the gang. So if I entered the gang, that means a new group is going to be including me. Clear? So which means how many people are we? We are 11 people now. And how many chocolates do we have outside? We have 11 chocolates outside. So if I have to divide 11 equally amongst 11 people, that means each one of us will get how much extra? One extra. Now I repeat, I am adding every term of the group by 1. If every term of the group increases by 1, then a new average becomes 70 plus 1, that is 71. Any doubts in this model? I do not mind going a little slow here, but if you understand this, the game is going to be really good for us. So every time you have to see how much extra is coming in or how much less is coming in. Do not worry, Anju, I'll clarify that. Ishwar will divide 12. Ishwar is asking you, sir, what if you have 12 or 13 extra? Simple, no. Whatever number of extra chocolates we have, Ishwar, whatever number of extra chocolates we have, we'll divide equally, Nana. If I'm bringing, let's say, 85 here, okay. Now, just for example, guys, suppose I'm bringing 85. See, the only problem is if you're writing an aptitude exam, you won't have too many answers in decimal points here. Okay. Suppose I'm bringing 85. The logic will still remain the same. Sir, you take 70 inside, all of you will be equal. Whatever extra you brought, sir, we will divide equally, sir. Now, I mean, understand in layman terms, okay, the way I'm talking. This is how we talk, right? Okay, so I keep 15 outside, you go and check 15. Now, including me, we are the new group. So we are how many? 11. So you have to divide 15 among how many people? 11 people. So 15 by 11. So each one of us will get 15 by 11 extra. Clear? Now we are applying the previous slide's concept. If each term is increasing by x, then the average becomes average plus x. So in this case, my new average in one shot will become 70 plus 15 by 11. This becomes my answer because each term is increasing by 15 by 11. Divya is asking, sir, what if 56 is added? I'm coming, Divya. Do not worry. 59 will solve question number 25. Yes, Sri Lekha, because after I enter, the new group will be 11 people. This guy is also entering. There are 11 people now. Existing, there were 10 members. This guy entered. This is the biggest confusion that people always have. Clear? There were 10 people. The question is asking you to calculate the average of 11 people, right? So whatever is left out, you will divide equally amongst all the 11 people among. Clear, Sri Lekha? Yep. Now let's look at question number 25. Now question number 25 says simple. Now this time this guy is bringing less than the average. So let's understand again in the same process. Everybody has 70 here. You are 10 people. If I bring 70, the average will not change because I did not bring any extra chocolate for you all. But what happened now? I brought 59. If I brought 59, I know 70 minus 11 is 59. Clear? So that means there is a deficit of 11. So what we will do, we'll divide this among 11 people because I repeat, the question is asking the average of 11 people. Clear? So this was my existing group. I entered the group. So I'm looking at average of 11 people. So minus 11 by 11. Now what will happen from everybody's account? I have to go with a minus 1 there here. Right? So if every term of the group is decreased by x, my average becomes existing average minus x. So here every term of the group is decreased by 1. My average would become 70 minus 1. This is going to be 69. Do not worry, Shruti, I'll clarify your doubt. Shruti is saying, sir, instead of applying all these, the simple rule is very easy to apply, right? Now, I'll give you a simple question, guys. Everybody just with me? Clear? My question is simple. So a class has 17 students, clear? And their average, let's say, is equal to 67. Clear? Now, I would ask you, find the new average if a person with, let's say, kgs, okay, 103 joins the group. Yeah, Shruti. Now we'll discuss what is easy, okay? Yeah, can I have the answer of this, please? I repeat, we have 17 students in the class and the average is 67. Clear? I want you to find the new average if a student of 103 joins the group. I already have 4 correct answers within 5 seconds. Yeah, so we'll prove why is the basic method. See, you can remember the basic method, guys. But as we were discussing about shortcuts, no, this is a shortcut to remember average. That's why I teach both the methods here. So if I want to go with the basic approach, okay, let's go with the basic approach. 17 into 67 is the sum total. Clear? Plus 103 divided by 18. Let's be very clear. We all would hate to calculate this. Or even if I do not hate, there is a bit of calculation involved. Okay. Now, let's look at this. Everybody has 67, 67, 67. Now, how many of you are there? You are 17 people. Now, I enter the group with 103. Now, what will you say, sir? Take 67 inside. We all will be equal. Whatever extra you brought, we will divide equally, right? So 103 minus 67. That means how much did I bring? I brought 36 extra. Now you were 17. The question is asking us to calculate the average of 18 people. That means 36 has to be divided equally amongst how many people? 18 people. That means each one of us will get how much? 2 more party time. Simple. Clear? So if each one of the group is increasing by 2, clear? Then my average also increases by 2. So you get the answer in a fraction of seconds. Clear, Shruti and others? I repeat, I'm not saying do not follow this. Do remember this. This is a really strong approach. Basics should always be very close to you here. You should never forget the basics. Keeping basics in mind, try to apply the shortcuts. Clear? When a baby is born, it crawls first, and then it walks, and then it runs. So do not try to run right away here. Clear? There will be a permanent damage in your life. So if you are struggling with shortcut, first understand the basic. Now I'll tell you a secret, guys. I'll tell you a secret. Somebody wants me to explain once again. I repeat, everybody had 67, 67, 67 chocolates. You were how many people? You were 17 people. I brought with 108. Clear? Now you will ask me to keep, sorry, 103. You will ask me to keep 67 with me and join the group. If I'm joining the group, that means we are all 67 only. Right? So how much extra will I keep outside? 103 minus 67. That means I brought 36 extra chocolates. Right? Now, after I enter, you were 17 people. After I enter, you will be how many people now? You will be 18 people. Clear, Sarisha? So I'm dividing 36 among 18 people, which means each one of us will get how much? 2 more. Clear? So therefore, this is going to be plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, and so on, so on, so on. And therefore, the answer becomes 67 plus 2, which is 69. Gayatri, you made a very strong statement. The shortcut is a little complicated than the original approach. Then what is the use of learning the shortcut? Please understand, the shortcuts can be easy for some and complicated for some. So Gayatri, if you're finding the shortcut complicated, it's okay. Learn the basic method. Do not forget the motive. Your target is to reduce the time pressure. I repeat, for all of you who have understood any one of the methods is okay. Do not worry. If you have understood the basics method is also okay. If you are preferring the shortcut method is also okay. Do not worry about that. Clear? If you are good at maths, I would rather advise you this. Let's look at this. 67 into 17 plus 103 kada, divided by 17. Okay. Vinny, that's one of the assumptions. So I can write 67 into 17. Can I break this as 67 plus 36? Clear? Sorry, divided by 18, my bad. Clear? This divided by 18. Clear? Now observe, if I take this part, clear? Can I write 67 into 17 plus 67 as 67 into 18? Clear? Plus 36 can be written as 18 into 2 divided by 18. Clear? If you take 18 common, you get 67 plus 2 divided by 18. For all of you who remembered the shortcut, did I not tell you there is no shortcut which is derived? The only thing is I skip multiple steps and come down to the final answer. Now understand, what I have written here on the slide is what we are doing logically, Gayatri. Clear? 67 into 17 is the existing P average and there's a person of 103 that joins. Clear? So 67 into 17 is the existing sum total. 103 I am dividing in the form of 67 plus 36. Clear? Now if you understand the shortcut method, I have done all these things without writing it on paper, nothing else. Understand guys, do not worry. If you think I'm going slow, if you understand this perfectly, kada, next few slides will rush in fraction of seconds. This is 67 into 17, amma. Okay? Now I'm cancelling this part. Only this part. Plus 67. What is happening? I brought 103. I am writing 67. So I'm cancelling the 67 also. How much extra do I have? I have 36 extra. See, I'm cancelling this part also. Now what did I do? This is now total 67 into 18. So this part is over. Clear? Now this can be written as 36 by 2, which is 18, or you can also write 18 into 2. Clear? So this part is also over. So in a way, what I'm doing, I'm increasing everybody by 2. Clear? If I'm increasing 18 everybody by 2, therefore my answer becomes 69, 69, 69, and 69. And that is going to be my answer. Clear? Any doubts here? Harika has a small doubt. Sir, what if he's bringing 105? I repeat, Harika, if he's bringing 105, you have to apply the same logic, amma. First, make everybody equal, 67. Now, how much is he bringing? He's bringing 38 extra. How many people do we have? We have 18 more. That means everybody will increase by 38 by 18. So I'm applying the logic. If every term of the group is increasing by X, the average also increases by X. So the simple logic would be, if the existing average is 67, now I'm increasing everybody with 38 by 18. So this becomes your answer. You will have an option in the exam. Do not worry here. That was a secret here. That this shortcut is not a derived shortcut, right? If you understand calculations, the shortcut that we are applying is the same altogether. Clear? So moving forward, not wasting too much of time, I believe I've invested enough time to understand both the methods. I repeat, any one method will do. Clear? Moving forward, guys. Yeah, can we get the answer of this, please? Not this, 1 minute, guys. When a student of 68, the average, no, not this, just 1 second, guys. I guess I have to. Yeah, can we solve this, please? 27. A lot of you have given the correct answer in a fraction of seconds. That's the beauty of shortcut method here. I'll teach both the methods. Do not worry. Stop solving, guys. The average weight is 60. I'm not given how many students were there initially. If I want the basic method, let me assume initially there were X students in the class. Clear? And the existing average was 60. And a new person has come up with 68. Clear? And therefore, my new average is 61. My new average increases by 1. Clear? So I'm teaching the basic methods for all of you who have not understood the shortcut. Do not worry. Even this is also fine. I always say basics is my best friend here. Shortcut can be my girlfriend or boyfriend. Clear? Basics is always your best friend. He will never leave you. Clear? So 60 into X is my existing sum total plus the new person. So this is the sum total of how many people? X plus 1 people should be equal to the new average. Clear? Best friend approach, guys. So I get what? 60x plus 68 is equal to 61x plus 61. So if you transpose, you get 7 is equal to the value of x. So do not worry, this method can also always be your one. Clear? Now, when I'm looking at the next one, the shortcut method is pretty simple. I do not know how many students are we. So the existing average is 60. Okay. Now a person comes up with 68. So what will you say, sir? Take 60 and go inside the class. Keep 8 outside, such that we will divide that equally among everybody. Now what happened according to the question? You gave one chocolate to everybody. So if I have to divide 8 chocolates by giving one chocolate to everybody, can I say I have to give to how many people? 8 people only, kada? 1 into number of people. Again, sum total number. Is increase in the average into number of people. Clear? That means I have given 111 to 8 people. Now please understand, 8 people is after including me. This is the existing group and I got included here. Clear? So after including me 8, so before including me, how many are you? You are 7 and you have included 1. Therefore, you have 8 people in the gap. Clear, guys? So I'll discuss your doubt after the class, Amma. Don't worry. Thank you, Gayatri. Finally, accepting the shortcut is helpful. Yep. Can you understand this question, please? Ashwin, how can you say it is 8 people? Nana, I have 8 chocolates, Kana. Okay. I have 8 chocolates. Everybody, I'm giving 111 chocolate, Kana. If I'm giving everybody only 111 chocolate and I have to distribute 8 chocolates, can I say I'll distribute among 8 people? Now 8 is including me. Clear? So therefore, excluding me, the answer is going to be 7. 16 is not given in the question, Nana. Yep. Let's move forward, please. We are following question, Ashwin. You're saying 16 can also be acceptable. 16 ivilidra. Existing average 60 undi. You brought 68. Aithe enta extra undi one daggara 8 unnayi extra. Yep. So 80 matches. So this is a reverse question, guys. Nothing else. This is the reverse of what we have learned. Okay. If you want to, I'll again repeat best friends approach. So 80 one-day matches. Sachin has an average of 55. So I know that average. Sorry, number of terms into average is equal to sum total. Clear? So 80 into 55 is his existing sum total. I do not know how much will he score in the next match. Clear? So according to this, the average becomes divided by 81. And as per the question, the average is nothing but 57. This is what the question is saying. After the next one-day match, his average should become 57. Clear? So this is what we are looking at. Now you can calculate and you can get the value of x. Let me tell you the right answer. Now, I know that every match, I'm sorry, just one second. Yeah. I know that every match, this guy has scored 55 here. Clear? Now the beautiful part, okay? We are going reverse. I do not know how much this guy brought, but understand the concept. Whatever he brought, we were doing what first? We were first telling him, sir, you take 55 chocolates inside. Okay. Whatever you brought extra, clear? We will distribute amongst all of us. So there were 80 people inside the room, and I am 81st guy. Clear? So I'm giving some number of chocolates to each one of the 81 guys. Clear? This was the extra part, kada? And this plus this is what I brought extra. Now, what happened suddenly after the next match? You saw that everybody in the class has 57, which means what you are adding, you're giving two chocolates to everybody. That means how much extra did you distribute? Did you distribute it 2 into 81 extra? Clear? So that means I already had 55, this 55, and you distributed how many extra from my pocket? You distributed 162 extra from my pocket. So therefore your answer becomes 217. Simple. People say it's 162, that is a cause. Please understand 162 is the excess number of chocolates that I'm bringing in. 162 chocolates 30 మేము పండుగ చేస్తున్నాం అంటే. Clear? So everybody has 55 chocolates in your pocket. Whatever extra I brought, we are just enjoying with that extra number of chocolates. Clear? I'll just explain once again, do not worry. Deepika, how did we get 81 in the denominator? Deepika, please understand, he is already playing 80 matches, Amma. And the question says if Sachin's target is to increase the average to 57 after the next one day international. That means 57 is the average after 81 matches. Deepika, is it clear? So if I'm using 57, then it should be 81 matches, Amma. Yeah, for others, if you want me to explain again, let's understand this. I'm taking the first example and we'll compare that and we'll get the answer, okay? So we had 70. I brought 81. What did we do? We first took 70 and then we got 11 extra. Now what happened here? We, in a way, we were given this concept, no? So the new average we concluded was 71. So what is the significance of 11? Everybody is given one extra, okay? How many people are there? There are 11 people including me. So 1 into 11 is the significance of this excess data. I would rather term this as excess data, be it excess or deficit here. Clear? Now what is happening in Sachin's case? Sachin has 55 as average amount. Now I do not know the box. So how much did he bring? The concept is simple. First we have to make it 70. Compare, nothing else. 55 chesam. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటైందమ్మా అందరికి 2 extra ఇచ్చాం. How did you understand 2 extra? Because he says that my average now became 57. Clear? Since my average became 57, that means each one of the persons I have given 2 extra. How many people? These guys were 80 and I also joined plus 1. So that means I gave how many? 81 into 2 excess chocolates is what I brought. Is a distribute chesam. Clear? So therefore, this value is going to be 55 plus 162, and therefore the answer is going to be 270. Clear, Sangeeta? Yeah, Tarun, just patience here. It's a very logical approach, no? So let some people also pick it up. Yep, let's get the answer of this, please. He says, what is the increase in the average of the next one? Because I'm explaining your answer here. Then Khaja Mohidin, I'm replying to you. Just check your inbox. Yeah. So again, one more reverse question. See, understand, we are applying the same logic in multiple ways here. In one, I was not given how many number of people are there. Clear? In one, I hid what extra did I bring, and in this, I am hiding the average. We are dealing with these three terms only. So when a student weighing 68 kgs joins a group of 8 students, the average of the group increases by 1.5 kgs. Now I know there are 8 students, okay? Let's apply the same logic, guys. Guys, stop solving, please. Everybody stop solving. I do not want any comments on my inbox. Yeah, please listen to me. Else again, you'll keep on asking me to repeat. Just hold on, okay? Now, I have 8 people. So the only part that is certain is I do not know the existing average, okay? Let's understand. If I am assuming my existing average is X, okay? So we are how many people? We are 8 people. What was the logic that we applied when a new person comes in? So it says a new person of 68 is coming in. Clear? If everybody average is increased, that means he brought excess. Okay. If the average is decreasing, that means he brought less. Okay. Bhagya, I don't want any answer, Amma. Just hold on. So let's apply the same logic. I was first distributing the existing average. Okay. Now excess, what we were doing? Everybody got 1.5 and I gave it to how many people? I gave it to 9 people. Clear with this part? So can I write 68 is equal to x plus 1.5 into 9? So x plus 13.5 is equal to 68, or the value of x is equal to 68 minus 13.5, that is equal to 54.5. Ishwar, there were 8 people, Kana. Clear? Already 8. When a student of 68 joins a group of 8 students, Amma. Clear? Which means there were already 8 students and a student of 68 is joining them. I think this guy becomes a 9th person. Nana. Yeah. Clear? If you want to know the basic methods, shortcut method formula is also, yeah, we are just simplifying it. Explain it in the basic method. Basic is simple. I do not know the existing average. There were 8 people. So 8 into x becomes my existing sum total. 68 is a person who joins it. After this guy joins, I have how many people? 9 people. Now it says that the new average is increasing by 1.5. So new average is old average plus 1.5. Simple. You solve and get your answer. Clear, guys? With addition, so these are the only different formats with addition. All I want you to do is go back and calculate. 54.5 is the answer. Right, moving forward, guys. 27 done, 28 done. Now let's look at how is it happening when somebody is going out of the group. Ajay, I'm replying to your query in the inbox. In the meanwhile, everybody is solving. Ajay, I've replied to your answer. Yeah. So, guys, in the website, I've already uploaded a video. A good sign for you. I'm working on an app, so mostly the app will be functional by Monday. Guys, hold on, hold on, hold on. If is guys, stop solving, please. Guys, no more messages on my inbox, please. Please stop spamming my inbox. Yeah, thank you. A small announcement. I'm working on a mobile application, but the only problem is I'm not that rich to generate an iOS application, so it's going to be an Android application. Clear? Which should be the testing is being done now. There are small technical glitches which are happening, which should be ready by Monday. I'll be announcing you guys. It's a free app for all the students who are preparing for CRT. Clear? Right. So mostly by Monday they should be ready. Now, what will happen in the app? In the app, you'll have all the classroom recorded videos of these ones, the ones that your college is also sending you. Clear? We'll have all the recorded videos in the app for everybody. I'm sorry, the only point is even I use an iOS phone, so I test it on my wife's mobile, so can't help it. Clear? So all the videos will be uploaded. Plus, what we will do is we will upload topic-wise questions, as most of you have been, requesting. No, Abhinav, I have no intention to make an iOS app as of now. It's very costly. Clear. So we'll also have topic-wise questions. Maybe we'll try to, upload some questions every day. Clear. So that's how we'll be going ahead with. Right. So do not worry. Things are in the progress. I mean, the app is almost ready, but there are some glitches. Last night I was just trying to test it. There was some certain glitches. It's a free app, so you have to just log in with your Gmail here. So we're trying to make a very user-friendly app. Clear. So in that you will have GK every tip of the day. You get GK questions every day. Clear. And then we'll be sending you the topic-wise questions. Will be uploading. You'll be also be having your videos. Right. So everything will be there. It's by the name of Aptitude Experts. Do not download it now. It's not ready. It's by the name of Aptitude Experts. You can look at the website link, guys. Aptitude Experts is what our institute stands for. APIC stands for Aptitude Experts. It's something like this, okay? It's AP, Aptitude, and we are looking at experts. Clear? And we already started, verbal questions will also be there, Venkat Sai. We already started CAT classes yesterday. Thanks for a lot of volunteers who already volunteered. Clear? In case if others also want to join the CAT online classes, you can just send me a link or send me your details. Right? So every day we take CAT classes from 6:30 to 8. Right? Which are CAT and GRE. We are starting from next week, guys. A lot of you also voluntarily told me about GRE. So GRE we are starting from coming Monday. Right? That's going to be from 6:30 to 8 from Monday, and we might not have all the days in a week. Yeah, and this all will be continuing till 3rd of May. Lockdown continues. Yeah, if you have any doubts, guys, please drop me a message personally on my WhatsApp number. I will be responding to you within 24 hours. GRE classes on Monday, guys. Don't worry. Free GRE classes and free CAT classes. You can just, simply, online gives us the bandwidth. Clear? Now let's not waste too much of time. Let's start solving this. Now a person leaves the group. It's simple logic. Yeah, online classes are free of cost here. So existing, we had 70 kana. Clear? Now, if this guy goes out, if I'm taking out 70 from the whole gang, even then everybody is 70. If everybody is 70, my average remains 70 only. Clear? We have played, how many of you played marbles game in your childhood? Marbles. I guess we say it as batti. How many of you have played marbles game in childhood? Okay, so if you have ever played, you know how are things done. So everybody brings their marbles here. Okay, everybody brings their marbles. We keep playing the game. At the end of the game, we give each and everybody their respective marbles that they brought. Clear? Simple. While starting the game, at the start, what we do, we add everybody's marbles here. Clear? Then we divide equally. we play. After the game gets over, we give back the respective marbles that everybody brought. If you have played that game, you'll understand this very easily. Now, let's understand this. So 30th question is what I'm solving. Everybody had the average of 70. Now somebody got a call. Let's say this guy got a call. He says, I want to go. Right? So according to question number 39, if he would have brought 70, we could have he could have just gone right away. He was like, initially I had 70 in my pocket. Now also I have 70 in my pocket. I'll go quietly. This is 29th question. 30th question, this guy says that no, at the beginning of the game, I got 79 chocolates or 79 marbles. At the beginning of the game, I got 79 marbles. Now I have how much in my pocket? I have only 70 in my pocket. So he says, I do not know. You guys have to give me 9 more chocolates. Clear? Now we all were 10. This guy is willing to go out. So how many are we now? 9. We all 9 together have to give him 9 chocolates. So can I say each one of us will give one chocolate to him? Clear? Then 9 chocolates he will have, and then he will go quietly. So if each one of us is reducing by 1, which means my average is also reducing by 1. So answer for question number 30 is 69. Clear, guys? I again repeat, I'll spend some time in this slide and then we'll quickly rush the other slides. Exactly opposite of when a person joins the gang. Exactly opposite. Clear? So moving forward. Now the next part that I want to discuss here is 61. Let's see. 61 is our Pandagu case. Somebody's asking my WhatsApp number. This is my number, guys. So again, 31st question, okay? So everybody had 70. This guy wanted to leave. He was quietly escaping. But then someone of us realized that no, this guy brought only 61. Now how many chocolates does he have in his pocket? He has 70. So we will not let him go. It's simple. He can't take our chocolates, right? So therefore, we tell him that boss, you got 61 kada. You take 61, remaining only see help. So how many did he leave for us? He left 9 for us to enjoy the party. Clear? So he left 9 for us. If he's leaving 9 for us, what will happen? There are extra chocolates kada. So 9, we are 9 people. Now everybody we will distribute one chocolate. Clear? So now everybody will have 71, 71, 71, 71 and 71. Clear? So therefore the answer for 31 becomes 71. The answer for 30 becomes 69. And the answer for 29 becomes 70. This is going to be the answer. I repeat, if he's leaving with more than the average, he's snatching from us. If he's leaving with less than the average, he's leaving chocolates for us. Yes, somebody wants me to solve with the best friends approach. Clear? This is a shortcut, guys. Now, best friends approach is simple. 10 into 70 minus 70 divided by 9. This is for question number 29. For question number 30, 10 into 70 minus 79 divided by 9. Clear? And question number 31. Clear? 10 into 70 minus 61 by 9. That's going to be our answer. Clear, guys? 31 shortcut. Okay, one last time, guys. All of us had 70 here. This guy wanted to leave, but at the beginning of the game, he got only 61. And he has how many in his pocket? He has 70 in his pocket. So we tell him that you take 61 only because you got 61. Leave the remaining 9 for us. So he left the 9 for us. Now how many are we? We are 9 people. How many chocolates do we have? We have 9 chocolates. So we will divide 9 equally amongst 9 people. So how many each one of us get? 1 each. So all of us get 1 chocolate extra. Therefore, all of us have 71. And therefore, the new average is equal to 71. Clear, Varsha and Ishwar? Let's move forward, please. Now let's quickly rush and complete the remaining questions. Yep. Let's look at this question. Average weight of 37 students is 42. Okay. When one of the student leaves, the average decreases by 2. Clear? That means it's snatching chocolates from us. Right? So 42, 42, 42, 42. Let's understand this way. We are 37 people. Right? Now suddenly what happened? This guy went in the night only. We all were sleeping with 42 chocolates. This guy next day, he disappeared next day morning. Right? He did not disappear with 42. When we all woke up, we realized that each one of us has only 40 chocolates in our pockets. Which means what happened? He stole or he snatched 2 chocolates from each one of us. How many were we? We were 36. So if it's taking away 2 chocolates, it took away 2 chocolates from 36 of us. That means it took away how many chocolates? 72. And he already had 42 in his pocket. So he had 42 and he stole away 72 from each one of us. And therefore, the answer is going to be 114. Shweta, we were 37, but the 37th guy is going out, Amma. After one of the student leaves, Amma. Clear, Shweta? When this guy leaves, how many will be remaining? The remaining will be 36, kada? Yeah, perfect, Shweta. I repeat, the best friends approach, 37 into 42 is the existing sum total. I do not know how much this guy took off. How many are left now? 36 are left. This is my new average. As per the question, the new average is equal to 40. You calculate the value of x, you will get the same answer. Clear? Yep. Let's solve this, please. Second, the answer is 114. Yep. This is the basic method. Vasanta, you can take the screenshot. 114 is the answer. Yeah, let's look at this. Now this is what a lot of you were troubling with me, with initial, when we started this model. You were like, sir, what if 2 people are leaving? What if they are of different weights? Let's try to understand. This is how you get a question if 2 people are leaving, okay? 12 students with an average weight being 72.5 kgs, okay? So this is a question in decimals, but it's okay. 72.5, 72.5, 72.5. We have 12 people, right? So do not forget to write 10th person, 11th person, and 12th person, okay? Now, suppose these 2 are the people who want to leave. When we all slept in the night, all of us had 72.5 chocolates in our pockets. Now, next day morning, these 2 people disappeared. If these 2 people disappeared, the average falls to 71.25. That means when we woke up, we all had how many chocolates? 71.25. That means, can I say these 2 guys together, they snatched 1.25 chocolates from each one of us. So 1.25 chocolates from each one of us, and they snatched from how many people? 10 people. That means they snatched a total of 12.25 5 chocolates extra. I repeat, they already had 72.5 in their pockets. Right? And in this method, we are looking average as an equal distribution, right? Now the question is asking you find the average of the two students who left. Now, if I divide 12.5 is not taken by one person, it's taken by two people now. That means each one of them would have taken how much? 6.25 extra. So this guy took a 6.25 and this guy also took a 6.25. That means each one of us has how much now? 78.75 and 78.75. If everybody in the group is having 78.75, that means the average is also 78.75. It's a slightly complicated question, but a lovely question. Improvising on whatever we have learned. See, this is how the questions become tricky and difficult. Clear? Manikanta, please read the question. He's not asking you to calculate the average of 8 members. He's asking you to calculate the average of only those two people who left. Yeah, best friends method. Yeah, so best friends method is simple. I have 12 people. Their average is 72.5. So this is my existing sum total. Clear? Now I do not know how much did both of them take. Let's say minus x plus y. Yeah, I'm doing formula only, Chinni side. Let's say the first guy had x and the second guy had y. Clear? So this is 12 people and 2 people are going out. That means how many are left now? 10 people are left. So this is the average of the remaining 10 people. And as per the question, the average is 71.25. Clear? So let's calculate 72. Just 1 minute, guys. It's important for me to calculate also this one. So 72.5 into 10 will give me 725. 72.5 into 2. 72 into 2 is 144 plus 1 is 145. So 5 plus 5 will give me 10. This will give me 7 and this will give me 870. Minus of x plus y is equal to I cross multiply. 712.5. So when I transpose the values, I get x plus y is equal to 870 minus 712.5. I repeat, I'm not supposed to calculate the sum of these two people. I am supposed to calculate the average of those two students who left. Clear? So therefore, I have to divide this by 2. I'm also dividing this by 2. That is going to be your answer. So 78.5 will be your 78.75 will be your answer. Lalita, that is 157.5 is the sum total. He's asking you the average of two people among. Teja now says 1.25 into 2 plus. That's what I didn't know, Teja, in the previous one. The previous method, that's what I did know, Teja. We did 72.5. Clear? And then we did 6.25. That's what we are doing, no? 78.75 should be your answer. Yes, Bhagya, you can do on those lines. X should be the average of those two people. Yeah, can we quickly practice now? Bhagya, you are correct, but in that case, you have to just assume X is the average of those two people, Bhagya. Yeah, can we get the answer? Chini said there should be some calculation mistake, Nana. We'll discuss after the class, Nana. Yeah. So both the methods, guys. If a student weighing 70 kgs joins a group of n students, the average of the group increases by 1. Now there are two. I'm not given the existing average, so you cannot do this with the help of shortcut method. There should be at least existing average given or new average given or number of people given. Clear? So student joining, okay, if the new student weighed 55 kgs, the average of the group would have declined by 2. Okay, let's see. So I do not know the number of people also, I do not know the average also. So please understand, when you do not know both of them, you cannot use the shortcut method. That's why this question is there in the slide. So let's say the existing average is A and the number of people is N. So A into N is my sum total. Plus a student weighing 70 joins the group. So after he joins, my number of people in the group become N plus 1. And it says the average increases by 1. So therefore the average would become now A plus 1. Clear? If a new student weighed 55, so if a new student, which means I'm going back to reset mode, F5. So which means again I have the existing average as A and the number of people is N. Now, if this guy, instead of 70, he would have weighed 55. Then the average would have declined by 2 kgs. Simple question. 2 equations and 2 variables. You should be able to get the value of N and A. Any doubts? What's the right answer, guys? 4. I want the value of N. So AN plus 70, let's cross multiply. A into N will be AN only, plus N plus A plus 1. I'm cross multiplying these two verbally. So AN gets cancelled. From here I will have AN plus 55 is equal to AN minus 2N plus A minus 2. Again AN gets cancelled. So let's subtract minus plus minus plus. This gets cancelled. So we have 3N plus 3 is equal to 15, no? Yeah. So or we have 12 is equal to 3N or the value of N is equal to 4. Why AN? Why can't it just be N? Vaishnavi, when we are using the averages, we are actually calculating average into number of terms is equal to sum total. This is my existing sum total. Clear? Shweta will discuss after the class, Amma, don't worry. N, A into N, please remember that average into number of terms is equal to sum total. No, he joined, no? Rukmini, did the student with 55 kg left or joined? He joined, no? Because he says if the new student weighed 55, that means what is he saying? Instead of the previous guy being 70, instead of this being 70, if he is 55 now, that means he's joining only, but not with 70. Instead of 70, he's joining with 55. Clear, Rukmani? Yeah, can you get the answer of this, please? Last few questions, guys. Let's quickly complete the chapter. Previous answer is 4. Pavani. Screen share is not visible. Are you able to see the screen, guys? So Harika, just check at your end, Harika. So some student was not able to see the screen, so just wanted to confirm, guys. Thank you. Quick, take 1 minute and then we solve this. Now this is averages application in questions of ages. Yeah, let's solve this. Now the beautiful part about, why did I say average application? Please remember, in averages, the question sometimes says 6 years later. So let's look at the same concept. If let's say the husband's age is, he's saying the average is 21, let me assume each one of us is 21 and 21, assume, okay? 6 years later, that means I'm adding every person by 6. This is the concept that I'm trying to replicate in this model. Clear? If every person of the group is increasing by 6, then my average also increases by 6. Clear? If you can apply this logic, the value becomes very easy for you. The average age of husband and wife at the time of marriage is 21. Okay. 6 years later, we are talking about this space, right? So in this space, I know that the average of husband and wife will be 21 plus 6, that is 27. Clear? So I can say 6 years later, husband plus wife will be 27 into 2, that is equal to 54. This is my conclusion from the first statement. Now, just 6 years later, the average of husband plus wife plus their son is 19 years. 19, and we have 3 people. So 19 into 3, that is 57. Clear? So if husband and wife is 54 here, if I replace this 54, so I get 54 plus the son's age is equal to 57, or the son's age is equal to 57 minus 54, that is 3. Clear? Now the question is asking you, after how many years from the marriage was the son born? Clear? How many years after marriage was the son born? Now 6 years after marriage, the son was 3 years old. So therefore, by default, 6 minus 3, the answer is going to be 3 years after marriage, the son was born. Clear, guys? One more time. Okay, just 1 second, guys. I am going with the basic approach once again. Let's say husband and wife. If the average is 21 presently, so husband plus wife is equal to 21 into 2, that is 42. 6 years later, husband would be H plus 6 and wife will be W plus 6. Clear? And their son. So I do not know how old is the son at this point in time, okay? The average is 19 into 3, that is 57. Now this becomes H plus W plus 12 plus S is equal to 57. Clear? So H plus W is nothing but from here I can replace H plus W is 42. So 42 plus 12 is 54. So the value of S becomes 57 minus 54, that is 3 years. Now at this time, so 6 years later, the son's age is 3 years. Clear? Which means the son was born 3 years after marriage. The shortcut, the only extra shortcut you can apply, Gayatri, here is if every term 6 years later, husband will increase by 6 and the wife will also increase by 6. H plus W. Clear? If H is also increasing by 6 and wife is also increasing by 6, then my average will also increase by 6. Clear? Moving forward. 34. Quick here. Pavni, please take the screenshot here. I cannot keep on going forward, backward every time. The point is everybody, keeps on requesting after the next question. Why not son plus 6? Because son was not born during marriage, Kana. Somebody is asking why not son plus 6? If I'm doing son plus 6, that means I'm assuming son was born on the day of marriage, which we know practically it's not possible. Clear? I repeat, at the time of marriage, H plus W. If you are saying sir, assume the value of son also as S. So you are assuming at the time of marriage, the son was born. Clear? So 6 years later, I do not know the age of son. Right? So therefore, I'm assuming S is the age of the person at this point in time. Clear? Thank you. I don't want to name the person, but it's okay. Good fun. Let's look at 36th question. Yep. So the age of couple 10 years ago, 10 years ago was 27. Now, if 10 years ago the average was 27, then today, so let's say husband and wife 10 years ago was 27. If I'm talking about present, I'm increasing the husband by 10 and I'm also increasing the wife by 10. So therefore the average will also increase by 10. Which means presently, I can say husband plus wife is equal to 37 into 2. That is 74. Clear? But the question says today, husband plus wife plus their child is 27. There are 3 people. So 27 into 3, this will become 81. So we replace husband and wife here. So husband plus wife is equal to 74. So 74 plus C is equal to 81, or the value of C is equal to 7. If you want a basic approach, I repeat, let the present age of husband be H and the present age of wife be W. So husband minus 10 plus wife minus 10 is equal to 27 into 2. If you want to do, you can do this. Clear? And the second equation given to me is husband plus wife plus child is, sorry, this is 2. Husband plus wife plus child is 27 into 3. This becomes your basic way. Clear? Yep. So we're stopping at 10:15. Let's quickly complete this. Yeah, so 3 years ago, the average age of the family of 5 members was 17. If 3 years ago, the average of 5 members was 17, so that means, can I say today, the average of 5 members should be equal to 20? Clear? So that means the sum total of all the 5 members is nothing but 5 into 20, that is 100. Now the question says 100, I do not know the age of the child. So 5 plus 1, 6 people. And it says the average is 17. So 17 into 6 will be how much? 102. So 100 plus the age of the child is equal to 102, or the age of the child is equal to 2 years. Clear, guys? I repeat, in these 3 years, every term of the group increases by 3. So therefore, the average also increases by 3. So today, the average of those 5 people is nothing but 17 plus 3, that is 20. Because he says, a baby having been born, that means the 6th person was born, and the average of the family is same today. That means today, how many people are there, Amma? There are 6 people, Amma. Clear, Manoj? Why 20 into 6, Kana? Sai Durga. 5 people, the average was 17, Kana. It's something like this, guys. If you're having a doubt with this model, let me assume the 5 members in the family are P, Q, R, S, and T. Okay, sorry, comma. So 3 years ago, the average of 5 members was 17. So I can say 3 years ago, this guy's age was P minus 3. This guy's age, what happened? Just one second. Yeah, this guy's age is Q minus 3. This guy's age is R minus 3. This guy's age was S minus 3, and this guy's age was P minus 3. This divided by 5 is equal to 17. You get the same answer, guys. So you get P plus Q plus R plus S plus T minus 15 is equal to 5 into 17 is how much? 85. So you get P plus Q plus R plus S plus T is equal to 100. And this is what in one shot I wrote it here. Clear, everybody who was having a doubt? Now what is he saying? That P plus Q plus R plus S plus T plus there is a child. Their average today is 17, Kana. Clear? Sai Durga, Bharatwaj, Venkat, Soumya, Manoj. Yep. A really good and a difficult question for all of you. Should be the last question of the day. Take good 2 minutes and then we discuss in 2 minutes. And then we wind up the class. Last question of the day. And the last, there'll be one more question in the PPT. You can solve that as your homework. Let's see, how many do we have? One? Yeah, only one more. So you can solve 39th as your homework. This will be the last question of the day. 38. These two are really good questions, guys. Or I would rather say these are like cat level questions. Cumulative means simple, the previous sum total plus the new sum total. I don't remember. I guess this was an actual cat question if I'm not wrong. But it's a very simple question. See, averages, ratios, and percentages, guys. These are 3 chapters where the basics are not different from any of the exams. So ratios, averages, and percentages. Joining for online course or any other exam, please understand this remains more or less same for all the exams that you talk about. We talk about CAT, we talk about GRE, we talk about CRD, we talk about GMAT, we talk about bank PO. You will not have more different models than earlier, or GATE exam, aptitude, and all those things. Clear? The basics are similar. The models keep on increasing from the remaining chapters. And here also, this is the best example of a CAT question, which will never come up in CRT, guys. Do not worry. It's a perfect example of averages in a CAT level, nothing else. So guys who are looking at online GRE and online CAT classes, or looking at GRE and CAT or any other exam in future, please understand these 3 chapters you will not find too much of variation. It's all about English and complicated models, nothing else. He got 75 marks, 83 in QTM. Yeah, we'll explain this one. Time up, guys. Stop solving, please. I just gave you 2 minutes to understand the question, nothing else. Let's see how many of you got it right. So Rajiv is a student in a business school. After every test, he calculates his cumulative average. Clear? So simple logic here. If he's taking 6 tests, what happened? Just 1 second, guys. Some issue from my yeah, cool. If he's taking 6 tests, then he'll calculate an average called sum total of the marks of all the 6 tests divided by 6. If he's taking the 7th test, then what will happen? We already have sum of 6 tests. So sum of 6 tests plus the 7th test divided by 7. This is the cumulative average of all the subjects. If he's taking the 8th test, so we have sum of 6 tests plus the 7th test. Sum of 6 tests plus 7 tests is what we have, plus the 8th test divided by 8. And so on and so on and so on. This is what I mean by cumulative average. So after every new subject's marks which are coming up, I am recalculating my average. Is this point clear with all of us? That is how you understand a difficult question here. Simplify each and every term and go ahead. Clear, guys? This is what I mean by cumulative average. Moving forward now. Right? So first things first, I do not know how many subjects do we have. So let's say there are n subjects. And I do not know how much is the existing average. Let us say there are A is the average. So I know that n into A is my existing sum total. Okay. Now, QT and OB were his last 2 tests. Okay. Which means there was some certain test that he had already taken earlier. 83 marks in QT. So after QT, what will he do? The old subject sum total plus 83. I had n subjects. QT is my next subject. So n plus 1 will be my sum total. Now after this, what happened? It increases the average by 2. Aithe existing average A undi. So this increased by 2. Aithe new average ayipotadi A plus 2. Clear? Now, I'm not erasing this. After this, he got OB subjects marks. Clear? Which means he already had N into A marks. He also got to know that 83 were the marks in QT. Now, after this, the faculty gave OB subjects or papers. Guys, we all have done this in our school year. We start getting answer sheets. Remember, after every subject we sit and we calculate our percentage. Right? So already I got QT. Right? Now I know that OB sir came and distributed the paper and I got 75. Right? So N plus 1 plus 1. So which means how many subjects I have written till here? N plus 2. Now the average further increased by 1. Further means from here it increased by 1, which means now my average becomes A plus 3. I've gone very slow. This should be easy to understand. Now it's all about calculations. So NA plus 83 is equal to NA plus 2N plus A plus 2. So NA gets cancelled. What will I get here? I'll get NA plus 83 plus 75 is equal to NA plus 3N plus 2A plus 6. How 75 came into existence? I did not bring it, Sai. The faculty gave me 75 marks. Ikkada. Clear, Sai? Nobody is bringing in here. Where is following the question? Clear? So, what do we have now? Clear with this part, guys? It's okay, Sai. Chill. I was kidding. So, what do we have from here? So, if I simplify my first equation, I am bringing 2 here. So, first equation I'm writing here, guys. 81 is equal to 2n plus a. This is 83 plus 75. 87 is 150, 158 minus 6. 158 minus 6 will be how much? 152. 152 is equal to 3n plus 2a. Clear? Let's calculate both of them. Let's multiply this with 2. If I'm multiplying this with 2, what do I get? I get 162 is equal to 4n plus 2a. And here I have 152 is equal to 3n plus 2a. Minus, minus, minus. So this gets, this gets cancelled. So the value of n is equal to 10. If I replace the value of n is equal to 10 in any one of the equations, 81 is equal to 2 into 10, that is 20, plus a. Or the value of a is equal to 81 minus 20, that is 61. Clear? So as I said, this is a very difficult question. Do not worry. If your basics are clear, you'll get your answers. And even if you're not clear, chill. Clear? I'm erasing this part, okay? Just 1 second, we are done with this part here. Last 1 minute. So now let's try to understand. So which means Kranti, I'm not seeing the chat box as of now. N is the number of tests. Why? After N, he is taking Tanuja. After N, the faculty gave. That means I already had 10 subjects marks and I calculated, I got on an average 61. దీని తర్వాత మనకి QT ఇచ్చారు. Sorry. Then we got 75 from OB sir. Clear? And finally, my reasoning sir gave me how many marks? 51 marks. Clear, Tanuja? This is how the scene is working. Already there were 10 subjects. You had some marks. After that, QT sir came and gave you the marks. OB sir came and gave you the marks. And now the question is asking you, after this guy, what is the new average? So this is going to be your answer. So guys who have understood, have a great day. Clear? 63 is the right answer, guys. No shortcut here. Thank you, Gayatri, for your feedback and compliment. Once again, show the next question. Okay, you can take the screenshot of this last question. Yeah, guys who have understood, thank you. I'll be sitting for some more time to discuss the doubts. Do not worry. And have a great day. Tomorrow we'll be discussing ratio and proportion. Only in one class will come to the topic. Average speed will be discussed in speed, distance, and time. Do not worry. Everything will be covered 5% now. Thank you, Sirisha. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, Divya. Yeah, do not worry. One second. Charan, what is your doubt, Kana? Yeah, 63, Kana. My bad. Charan, you're right. 63 is the answer, Kana. 83 options to leave. Yeah, so people are asking others. Yeah, 38, I'm repeating. Do not worry. A lot of you are asking me to repeat. See, the logic is simple. I am studying in a college. Clear? Let's say I already had N subjects and I had A marks, average marks as A. So this was my existing sum total. Clear? Now what happened after this? The QT sir came and gave me paper. Now QT sir came with the paper. I calculated my new average. Clear? And my average increased by 2. Here. Yeah, Teja will cover speed, time, and distance. Do not worry, Nakana. Clear? Now, I got A plus 2 as the average. Now, what happened? Then OB sir came and gave me the marks. So, after OB sir gave me the marks, I already had N into A. QT sir 83 ichero. Then OB sir 75 ichero. So, N plus 1 plus 1. I think N plus 2 subjects I go. The average further increased by 1, which means on this, the average increased by 1, which means A plus 3 is my new average. Clear? I'm not solving this once again. Okay. So by solving this, you will be getting the value of N comma A. Okay. Now the question is asking you N into A plus 83 plus 75 plus in the next test he is scoring 51. I think N plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. So this should be your calculation. Replace N and A here, you will get your answer. Varsha, he is giving here Varsha 75 marks in OB. It's not 2.75. After 2, there's a full stop, Amma. After 2, there's a full stop. And then the question is starting 75 marks in OB. Further increase the average by 1. Clear, Varsha, now? All of you had doubts? I'm done with 38th question. Can we have the next doubt, please? Answer is 63. Somebody saying 34th question. Okay. 36th also. Yeah, 36. What is the doubt here? Well, let's go with 36 and then 34. Guys, one by one. Do not spam my inbox, else I'll miss your question number. The average age of a couple 10 years ago. Okay. Let's say today the husband's age is H and the wife's age is W. So 10 years ago, husband's age was H minus 10 and wife's age was W minus 10. Yeah, denominator is N plus 3, Amma. N Sri Rama. N is existing, then QT, then OB, and then reasoning. Okay, Sri Rama. So their average, so I know that their sum total will become 27 into 2, that is 54. This is one equation of the first part. Okay. Now today, the average age, so I have assumed the present age of husband and wife as H and W. Okay. So today, husband plus wife, let me assume the child's age is C, divided by 3, which means the sum total becomes 27 into 3, that is 81. Simple, kada? From here, you calculate the value of H plus W. Adi ikkada replace cheyandi. C value manki vachistadi. Lakshmi, I'm going by simple method. 37 will be if we are going with shortcut amma. You bring this 10 on the right hand side and this 10 on the right hand side, you will get 37 into 2. Roshni Lakshmi Devi. Next out, please. 34 kada. Why can't we take the average as 20 after the baby being born? Because we do not know the average of baby kadamma. Simple. In this question, please understand, the logic is simple here. If I have my existing terms as H and W, I am increasing their value by 3. Clear? So existing there were 5 members. Let's say A, B, C, D, E. So yield ki మేము 3 నుంచి increase చేస్తున్నాం. Clear? So I do not have the age of the child here. The child is being added later. I do not know whether he was 0 or 1 or 2. I do not know. Somebody had this doubt. Is it clarified? 37th. 35. Charishma is asking me, sir, in 35th question, we have taken an assumption that. No, it's not assumption, Amma. We are applying this logic, Amma. See, in 35, I again repeat. If you're getting confused, go ahead this way. Let me assume husband's age is H and wife's age is W. Clear? At the time of marriage. Clear? So H plus W is equal to 21 into 2 in the 42. Clear? Now 6 years later, H plus 6. Wife's age will be W plus 6. And their son. The average 19. 57. Guys who are getting confused, follow just this method. This is a very simple method here. Clear, Charishma? Now replace the W here, you get the age of the son. Amma. Simple. 37, no, this is the only method. 34, this is the only method, Pujita. I repeat, if I'm not given any of these values, Kadamma, you cannot use the shortcut method. If both the values are hidden, I cannot use the shortcut method. 33, same logic. Kada. Go by the basic method. Guys who are not understanding shortcut, go by basic method. 12 students, the average is 72.5. So 12 into 72.5 is the average. Let's say the persons living are A and B. Clear? So after these two guys left, the number of people are 10 and the existing average is 71.25. Clear? So from here, you will get A plus B. Now the question is asking you find the average of the two persons who left. So therefore your job is to calculate A plus B by 2. Ante. Clear, Chinisai? Harika, you can take the screenshot, Amma. Kranti, can you just please message once again? What is your doubt? Just copy paste, Amma. Sorry, Shravya, Kaniti. Yeah, the app is in progress here, Kishan. Once the app is ready, I'll keep on uploading the questions there. Next doubt, guys. So teachers, I'll teach everything, Vinny. Let's learn these topics here. These are really important. Avi is asking you, sir, is 39 answer 2? Yeah, answer is 2, Amma. 39 is kada. Answer 2 kana. Avi, the answer is 2, you're right. 34, I already explained, guys. Can you show me 28th question? 28. Yeah, 28 is this year. You can go with basic method if you want to. The basic method says quite simple stuff. 80 into 55 is the existing sum total. I do not know how much has he scored in the next match. Divided by 81, and my new average is 57. Next doubt, please. Anybody with the doubts? My doubt is whether the approach 2 is correct or not. Which one, Makana? I have not downloaded the text document here. Yeah, 36. I just completed, Amma. Let the husband's and wife's age, present age, is equal to H and W. Moinuddin, if possible, just type your doubt here because I'm unable to download the document. I'm busy solving this and clarifying the doubts, and you're asking me a question of time and work. So if the present age is H and W, 10 years ago, husband will be H minus 10, and 10 years ago, wife will be W minus 10. So 10 years ago, that's going to be 27 into 2. That is 54. Or from here, I get husband plus wife is equal to 74. Today, husband plus wife plus child is equal to 27 into 3. That is 81. Subtract. H plus W is equal to 74. That's it. Clear, Varsha? I'm explaining this question for the 5th time, I guess, today. $71.25 Kana. Varsha is asking how? What? How, Varsha? How did we get 74? Varsha? Amma, mathematics, Amma. ఈ మైనస్ 10 ఇక్కడ తీసుకో అమ్మా రైట్ సైడ్ లో చూడు ఈ మైనస్ 10 ఇక్కడ వెళ్ళిపోతే ప్లస్ 10 అయిపోద్ది కదా 54 ప్లస్ 10 ఎంత 64 ఇంకా ఇది తీస్తే 64 ప్లస్ 10 ఎంత 74 కదమ్మా క్లియర్ వర్ష Chinisa, it's given 71.25 kana. The question has given you 71.25. It did not say it's not. The answer is not 71.25. I guess 6 point something 12.5. What is 12.5 by 2? 6.25. So 71, 72, 70, 78.75 is the answer. Can you say which method? This method. 12 into 72.5 minus of A plus B divided by 10 is equal to 71.25. Clear? Guys, Girish sir is waiting for the next session here. Just 1 second here. 72.5 into 12 is 870. 870 minus A plus B is equal to 712.5 minus 712.5. So A plus B will be nothing but 157.5. So I want A plus B by 2. That will be 78.5. Last question of the day, guys. Thank you, guys. Girish sir is waiting for the next session. Thanks a lot, guys.